statement from Nutmeg. One plane crash away. Looks like she is bent on making that happen. Maybe not through a plane crash, but maybe something else. And this is what I have a report on how she's trying to destroy Prince William. Let's share this piece. Now, Nutmeg and Harry are being accused by a royal commentator of planning to make William's future reign miserable, with sources exclusively telling RadarOnline.com the Sussexes want to establish a rival power base that will dog King William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, for years. Means they are preparing for a long-term war, a long-term battle, long-term fight against Catherine and William. That's pretty much is the message here. The couple, who stepped down as senior royals in 20 and now live in California with Archie and Lily, have remained at the center of a long-running feud with the royal family. Their criticisms of the monarchy, from the Oprah Winfrey interview to Harry's memoir Spare, have strained relations with King Charles and William and fueled speculation about how the rift will play out once William accedes to the throne. Well, we know how it will play out. She has her dagger out. She will not, even if she gets divorced from Harry, Nutmeg will continue to make efforts in order to smear the monarchy, in order to destroy William and Catherine. Or the least she could do, or she would do, is to make their life miserable. She is bent on doing this, according to what I understand from this report and doing my own research. Now, royal expert Mark Dolan, speaking on the Royalist podcast, argued the fallout will not end with Harry's generation, so it will go beyond that. Archie and Prince George, or King George, I should say. Wow. This is what this woman has brought on the monarchy. He said Meghan and Harry will make life a misery for King William and Queen Catherine. Dolan also said the Sussexes would love to be in the UK, adding, "I think up to half the year with this rival court, and then it's going to carry on into the next generation." End quote. I do believe that. I do believe there is a good possibility that would happen. And Dolan insisted the couple will not act alone. He added, Archie Lily, when they are teenagers and young adults, I predict quote, will make life a misery for George, Charlotte, and Louis. We are in this for a long haul, guys. She will teach Archie Lily, surrogate invisible children, how to be hateful towards the monarchy, how to take revenge on her behalf when she's gone. This is just gonna get passed on for generations to come. That is the claim from royal commentators. Referring to the Sussexes and Wells's children, he added, Archie and Lily, when they are teenagers and young adults, I predict will make life misery for George, Charlotte, and Louis, a senior royal source told us in an exclusive chat. It means they spoke to RadarOnline.com, said, quote, behind closed doors, the anxiety is not just about the interviews and documentaries Harry and Nutmeg have already done. It's about the architecture they seem to be building for the future. This is actually very shocking, coming from royal commentators, royal experts, that she's going to pass on that poison to the next generation so that they will make the life of the royals absolutely miserable. Quote, there is a view inside the palace that the Sussexes want to operate as a sort of parallel royal household, splitting their time between California and Britain, staging their own appearances, which they are already doing. If you have not noticed, you should. They are already doing that. And surrounding themselves with a circle of high-profile supporters and celebrities. Fortunately for the monarchy, she cannot do that. She has failed. She tried to get the celebrities on her side, but she failed miserably. I mean, we have seen how the Kardashian family distant themselves from her. We have seen Amal Clooney, George Clooney, never talking about them, never seen with them. So the celebrities are done with her. Quote, if they do end up spending part of each year in the UK with that kind of setup, it inevitably eats into the space that should belong to William once he is king. Quote, what really worries people is the prospect that every big moment on the royal calendar ends up with a compelling storyline. Quote, you have coronations, jubilees, major overseas tours that are supposed to showcase the work of William and Catherine. And at the same time, there is this expectation that the Sussex camp will drop a podcast, a documentary teaser, a charity launch, or a high gloss photo shoot. Oh my God. I mean, this is what we have seen with our own eyes happening. These are not theories, these are not conspiracies. Prince William will have to be 100% careful, and he should really know who he's dealing with. These people are bent on destroying the monarchy. Mark my word. If they cannot, they will have the next generation. If not, then the next generation forever try to destroy. Because and Harry will be considered as a victim by his descendants. That my grandfather, my father, my great grandfather, Harry, was a victim of this monarchy. Therefore, it is our duty to, settle the score. I think that's really is what they are going to be doing. And we have seen this from her, Meghan Markle, that kind of attitude. Now, they said that, so podcast and high gloss photo shoot. The insider continued, quote, if William and Catherine are leading an engagement in one city, there is genuine fear that Harry and Nutmeg will appear somewhere else with cameras and a different message. Seen it again, many, many times. That constant overlap, that steady stream of alternative narratives and criticism is what insiders mean when they talk about making his reign miserable. It turns every royal event into a tug of war for attention rather than a clear moment of leadership. The allegations come against a backdrop of stalled reconciliation efforts. What they would want, this individual and her husband, not Meghan, her husband, is they will go back to the monarchy on their own terms. They will have to be, the monarchy must, the palace must allow them to do whatever they want. Give them access, give them titles. Like, they're not happy just with the titles. They want way more than that. And they believe in their head they deserve it. And that if they are not getting it, they will find a way out to get it all. Just like how she, Nutmeg, reacted when Lily and Archie, they were not getting their titles after the king became the king. She was desperate. She was very, very desperate. She was blaming. A lot of sources telling that she was fuming at the palace. How dare they don't give these titles ASAP to my two children, surrogate invisible children. Harry has spoken publicly of his desire to repair relations with his brother, but trust with William is widely described as broken, with Prince of Wales said to be cautious about further private meetings after years of leaks and public revelations. So the problem is not coming not the problem, the fight is not coming only from Harry's side, it is also coming from William's side. He's ready with his sword to destroy his brother, who is bent on destroying his reign, his monarchy. Therefore, the clash is inevitable. Analysts have described the current situation as a managed separation, quote unquote, with Harry continuing to return to Britain for legal hearings and Invictus Games events, while Markle remains far more reluctant to engage with the institution. Well, it is because she is, preparing that poison. Public opinion in the UK has shifted sharply. Recent polling shows William and Catherine far ahead in favorability, while Harry and Nutmeg now attract significantly lower ratings. Some commentators argue the imbalance leaves William with little incentive to invite the Sussexes back into the fold, while others warn that an ongoing, highly public tug of war between two royal courts could erode respect for the monarchy over time. Tug of war for attention, of course. For now, palace officials have not commented directly on Dolan's claims, but insiders accept that the question of how Harry and Nutmeg choose to operate in Britain, in the US, and online will be a persistent issue for William's reign, and potentially for the next generation of royals as well. This is just the beginning. Just the beginning. They're not gonna back down from their demands. I'll give you guys more updates.